Ignorance is bliss. Up until you realize that you were ignorant. Notice that I said the word were, as in past tense, which is what camp rangers do when they run through the forest. They go past tense.
You know, you walk out the door, you see someone that you know, and they ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Consider this classic scene from the movie The Matrix.
You know, I know this steak doesn't exist. I know that when I put it in my mouth, the Matrix is telling my brain that it is juicy and delicious. After 9 years, you know what I realize? Ignorance is bliss.
So edgy, so brave. But wait, the definition of ignorance is being unaware of something, not a refusal to acknowledge something that is there. So sure, ignorance is bliss, up until you become aware of what it is that you are ignorant of. If all of a sudden truth comes into play and you become aware of that truth, meaning that you're no longer ignorant, that truth could very well disrupt your bliss. So sure, ignorance is bliss up until you become aware of what it is that you are ignorant of, which in reality was there all along. If truth disrupts your bliss, which is not always the case, and you choose to maintain your bliss over truth, it is not ignorance that is making you blissful or happy, but rather selfishness in the form of irresponsibility. The happiest people that I know of and can think of are those who avoid personal responsibility. Is it possible that the thing that you claim to be ignorant of is in fact something that you have an obligation to or duty to respond to and not turn a blind eye towards? Something that may in fact ruin your bliss, aka happiness. This leads to an ultimate question that each of us must answer. Is truth more important to us than our bliss? I would contend that since God has created us to know truth, then our ultimate happiness or blissfulness will also be based in truth. Ironically, what we often call ignorance is nothing more than delayed misery.